I realize most of you probably know who John and Hank Green are, but like the last two videos of Vlogbrothers have just made me feel so grateful and just so wondrous and astounded at being alive and creating things that I think feel really remarkable. So with this image journal, I not only create images and ideas that I find and construct myself, but I also take other stories and from books and ideas and I collect all of them together. That's essentially what this is. This is just me creating images, but also as well telling stories in ways that I'm borrowing ideas, meshing them together, just experimenting and playing with ideas. I will not as eloquently talk about this metaphor as well as Hank did about the Fault in Our Stars bench. You can actually read it on the Google review of the Fault in Our Stars bench, but I'll link the video below if you'd like to watch it. I loved Hank's point in the video about how a bench is really just a bench, and that's what a lot of people on Google Maps are saying. But the reason that Hank says it's much more remarkable than a bench is not because of what it is and maybe what it was designed to do, but because of what people have brought to it. The stories people have, the thoughts they have, their connections, the story that is collectively built and connected and constructed and woven because of everybody that visits the Fault in Our Stars bench. That's the reason there are 147 reviews of the Fault in Our Stars bench on Google Maps, is because we collectively bring our own story. And to put it even in terms of more perspectives, this journal that I have, it's just a book. It's just a blank canvas. It's just like that blank ball that hasn't been created or painted on. What's remarkable about it is not only what I do, but it's all the ideas and the people that have no idea they've inspired me, all coalescing into a single creation, multiple stories and perspectives and ideas together in one place for me to enjoy. I think that's what John Green says when he means that genius is a continuum. You can look at John and Hank's leadership image examples in the last two videos they did, and they have a commonality, they have a parallel. The genius is a continuum, and a lot of the remarkable things that we do are not done by one person, they're done collectively together because we can do so much together. The journals that I have, the YouTube videos I make, the different topics that I have like house happenings and the YouTuber journal and the projects I've created, they're all exceptional and remarkable not only because an idea started somewhere, but also because the people have grown the projects. But in my own growth, youth leadership wise, the people have grown me. They've grown my understanding. It is by sharing ideas and things that I create with communities and being interested in them that allow me to grow them, and that also enables other communities and people to grow my understanding of the world and the things that I do, as long as I'm willing and to learn and be open-minded and connect and share, be aware of it and face it. I definitely think that marking a bench is still subject to impermanence, but there's another kind of fun idea, and I talked about it in my Impermanence of Imprints video, which is another idea. I like that video. I will actually link that one below too. There's this idea I have. I called it the Impermanence of Imprints because I was using leaves. But to go deeper, there's this idea of like a handprint on your heart. Like when you meet somebody in real life, even if you never see that person again, their headspace, their mind, their perspective, their ideas, especially in conversation, their mind, their ideas, their perspectives, they touch you. Their presence touches you. It is sort of like a handprint on your heart. It's something that you can't take away. Just as you can learn something in school like calculus, like I did in high school, and then completely forget all the knowledge, but the way of thinking that calculus and the experience of it, you can't take away that experience. Just as you can't take away the positive impact that somebody's presence has on you, or something that they've created, or something that they've said that you've heard, that experience sort of imprints you permanently. I don't know, maybe it doesn't, maybe it does, but that's sort of how I feel about it. I'm not saying I am the way I am specifically only because people have grown me, but it's because I've engaged and made that connection and listened and been inspired by so many freaking people in my life. I mean, sincerely. So yeah, that's my idea for today, whether it's the Fault in Our Stars bench idea or the handprint on your heart. It's so cool to think about how things are connected in ways that we don't normally consider. We feast on the labor of centuries. It's just so good. I'm going to stick with that. Library of people. There's so many ideas. That's why I make these ideas, because they all connect fundamentally, I feel like, but they're all different and unique in their own way. It's 11:57. This will not go up in time because it's 11:57. But whatever. Keep being you, DTBA. I will see you tomorrow for another VEDA video. Goodbye, everybody. Palka. Sleep well. Keep doing remarkable things. Keep creating. Keep creating value in any form. Just do it.